Have you ever known someone who is so stuck in their attitudes or behaviors that they are unwilling to change despite overwhelming reasons that they should change? Sometimes individuals hold on to ideas and philosophies and skills that are way past their use-by date, like a bulging can of tomato sauce. If you don't mind consuming clostridium botulinum, which is a bacterium that can cause the disease known as botulism, and want to risk paralyzed muscles and difficulty speaking or swallowing or blurred vision, then heck, go ahead and consume the contents of that bulging can. But I wouldn't. I would toss out that can and get a new one. Sometimes our ideas, attitudes, and behaviors also need to be tossed out and replaced with something that won't kill our dreams or harm our relationships. If you would like to learn how to handle life's challenges and all of its uncertainties by acquiring the virtue of adaptability, then please stay tuned. Here's the definition we're going to use today. Adaptability is the ability to adjust easily and effectively to change. It is being open to modifying your attitudes and behaviors to meet the demands of the situation. It helps you shift gears without a lot of friction and resistance. It is being flexible, versatile, and resilient in face of adversity or stress. The first rule of adaptability is to face challenges head on. In this reading assignment, we will learn how to become an emergency aid provider, someone who has the skills to be able to jump into the middle of a crisis, perform triage, and do whatever it takes to rescue and recover, regardless of whether it belongs in the physical, emotional, financial, intellectual, or social domain. We'll also talk about what behaviors will help you become a highly adaptable first responder. The second rule of adaptability is to get a handle on uncertainties. Uncertainty is difficult to live with, even though it has become a hallmark of our society. We persistently worry about money and job security and housing and safety and relationships and health and politics. It is no wonder so many of us suffer from anxiety disorders. If we learn how to properly identify the things we can control versus the things we can't, and spot the constancy that exists amidst change, then we can become more resilient and cope with our uncertainties. The third rule of adaptability is to identify creative solutions. Adaptable individuals don't hesitate to take their toolbox and start working on solving immediate problems. The toolbox may not contain the specialized tools that could do the job better or faster, but it does contain a hammer for breaking things apart and some duct tape for putting things back together again. Sometimes you've just got to MacGyver it and temporarily fix the problem until you have more resources to apply a permanent fix. The fourth rule of adaptability is to acquire necessary skills. This includes both hard skills, like using tools appropriately, as well as soft skills, like communication, interpersonal, cognitive, and organizational skills. Do you know which skills you need to adapt to your changing world? The fifth rule of adaptability is to reinforce relationships. The ability to cope with change is challenging to manage on your own. It can be done alone, and has been done alone, but it is far easier if you have a friend or family member who can help you through the necessary changes, who have your best interests at heart and are willing to be there when you need them. The sixth rule of adaptability is to reduce stress and tension. You may not be aware that most people have a built-in automatic response to stress and tension, such as whether or not to freeze in our tracks or flee the scene or fight it out. Different scenarios require different responses. Do you know how to make sure you don't buckle under pressure and succumb to the weight of your challenges? These 6 steps will help you develop the ability to solve problems and make decisions in high-pressure situations when it is crucial that you adapt to the circumstances you're being faced with in positive, effective ways. We will learn when it is finally time to adapt and make changes to your life in order to reduce obstacles and make forward progress. I look forward to studying this virtue with you.